It's great to know that you're still with us on Breakfast Weekend on Impact Africa Television. You're probably hearing those sounds. Well, we have a special guest in the studio this morning who tells stories, he sings, and he uses both of these means to teach morals in his songs. I don't think I've heard any of his songs that, there won't be a story somewhere. And then it's always so interesting because as a young girl, I always looked forward to those stories and, how it will end, how somebody killed Goliath, or how somebody was not the one that created somebody. Maybe somebody's already having ideas. Well, in the studio this morning, we have singer, trumpeter, music director and composer, Goke Bajowa. Prince Goke Bajowa. Good morning. Thank you for coming.
Good morning. It's good to have you.
It's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
My pleasure too.
You were talking, Kenny, that he's a mechanical engineer. Are we correct?
Yes. Trained mechanical engineer.
Trained mechanical engineer into music.
Town musician.
How? Where?
Well, music for me is gift, talent, natural endowment. Mechanical engineering was what I studied in school.
Okay.
But for everybody, every human being, there's a natural gift that everybody has. Everybody has that.
Everybody.
Everybody is. Though some people don't discover what their giftings are.
That doesn't mean it's not there.
But it's there. And then we also must go to school.
Why do we have to go to school?
We have to. Because school opens up your mind.
Okay.
It puts your frame of mind right for every instance or circumstance you may find yourself as you go on in life.
Okay.
It teaches you many things. Many things pass through you as you pass through school. So school is good. There are some things you learn subconsciously, even without knowing it, just because you went to school.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you have to have, school is like a plan B, like an alternative to your natural giftings. So at the end of the day, you will have to pick one, at least one, sometimes the two. And then if what your giftings are naturally was the area you went to still studying in school.
In your own case, did you pick both initially and then dropped one for the other, or you just went ahead with one?
And did you know which one you were going to drop at some point?
Initially I didn't decide on time. I had not known which one I was going to do. I just needed to make sure that I had something going on apart from my music. You understand? I needed to go to school, do something in school, in another area that I'm gifted, and then that my academics could help. So that was why I settled down for something in the line of engineering, because while I was in school, secondary school, I loved things that are related to physics, mathematics.
Okay.
So that was why I went for engineering. So as far as I was concerned, I knew that once that is in place, when the right time comes, there will be less pressure on me. As in deciding, I know that if this one does not go well, by reason of whatever circumstances, I might find myself
the other one will work.
So I need to prepare myself for whatever comes. So that was the.
You play the trumpet. What other instruments do you play?
I play keyboard a little. I play the guitar a little too. But this is my.
Some people say that the musical instrument picks the singer or the musician or whoever is going to play it, and not the other way around. Would you say that's what happened with you and trumpet?
Well, not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time. There are some instruments that are peculiar to the kind of music that you do.
Okay.
You understand? As I was growing up, I loved there's this genre of African music I love listening to a lot. This genre that sounds more like Afro soul, Afro high life, Afro jazz. A lot of wind instruments there.
Okay.
And then when you listen to all those high life musicians, and then anything Afro, trumpets and saxophones and trombones and all those wind instruments, they play a major role in the music. So there's no way you would play something that related to high life that you will not need, something like this there. So if you have this as your lead instrument, it's going to be a plus for you.
Now let me ask, was it the instrument first before you picked your style
I-
or genre, or the style first and then made you?
I'd picked the style already.
Okay.
You understand? I had not started learning this.
Okay.
When I began singing.
Okay.
I started singing and loving music right from childhood.
Okay.
Since I was like 2-3 years,
Okay.
4 years old.
Okay.
But I didn't start learning this until I was like
When you were sure of the style of music you want to play.
That was around 14, 15 years
Okay.
of age. That was when I started learning.
So how long did it take you to master it?
To master it, like 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Of how long rehearsal every day?
An average of 3 hours.
You should ask him if he intends to start learning, because I don't understand.
Nothing is impossible, like they say.
At this age, how old were you
What
when
do
you
you
said
mean?
you started when you started learning
At
it?
this stage?
He's too old. That's what
are
I
you
told
challenging me right
Your
now?
windpipes,
It's a
they've
challenge.
already matured.
Are you challenging me right
They
now?
have matured.
I shock you, why?
Okay.
I would rather advise you to start, imposing this on yourself. To start.
That's
No, but
interesting.
really nothing is impossible.
Yeah, never
People should
say
not-
that.
People should not try me.
Actually, you can sincerely you can learn.
Nothing is
Start learning
impossible.
music.
I mean-
but if you had started earlier than this, the better would have been.
It would have been easier, but doesn't mean it's not
easier.
achievable.
A lot of things on your mind now.
I can just
The
put
best of
trumpet
your
somewhere there.
focus can be achieved.
I can put trumpet somewhere there. There are a lot of
Somewhere.
things on my mind. Yes, somewhere in the mind.
Can it
Where to
work
find
like
this
that? Can a
place.
person go into music with the mindset of, we'll do that somewhere there?
No. The mindset has to be, I have passion for this.
So it's passion first.
The gift has to be there. The passion has to be there.
Okay.
That's why I see a lot of people, they don't have the gift, They just went into music just because they see some people are doing and they're making it there. And they feel, wow, this could be another way to make quick money, Or like, let me just do something.
Mr. Goke,
Yeah.
talking about passion. Now, for you, when you started off,
Okay.
you definitely must have had some moments where you felt like this thing is not working.
Well,
What sustained you at that period?
that's the passion. That's
Passion.
the love for it. That drives you on.
Can you tell us, give us a scenario,
Where-
a point in time where it felt like this thing is not working?
No, I never felt at one time, at any point in time, that it was not working.
Or have you ever
I
been
had
discouraged?
challenges, if that's what you're trying to say.
Challenges or discouragement?
But it was never strong enough to discourage me.
Okay. Oh, that's
Because the drive was there for me.
okay.
What would you say was the biggest challenge then?
The biggest challenge, let me see. Well, I think the people closest to me, like my parents especially my dad, didn't support me doing this.
At the initial
Early
stage.
on or
Initially,
later on?
you know.
Okay.
So I think that was the biggest challenge I had. It was not for my determination to pursue this. The challenge was enough for me to have dropped it somewhere.
So how did you win them over?
I kept on, doing it, sometime close to where they are, sometimes away from where they are, and then when the results started coming, I made sure that one way or the other,
They got to know about it.
they got to know about it,
Okay.
and then today they are proud of it,
Parents don't apologize in this side of the world.
They don't.
Did they ever at any point say,
Well-
you were right though?
Well, formally, officially,
No.
they won't come out to do that.
Okay.
But their actions,
We tell you.
their
Yes, sir.
declarations.
What
will tell
did
you
what did
that.
daddy do, that gave it away that this man is on your side now?
There were times he would be the one to call me and ask me, "Where are you? Are you watching yourself on TV?
Wow.
I saw this and it is a program they're going to do somewhere. They're just shouting your name on the TV, on the
Wow.
radios, everywhere, And then I'll be like, I'm far away now. I'm not even the TV type anyway. People like us, we don't even, all these things we do, this music we play, is for people, not for us. If I sit down watching my work, listening to my work, I'll be criticizing it myself. The work that I did myself, other people will be enjoying it.
What about inspiration?
Yeah.
What inspires you to write a song?
Well, inspirations come in different ways. The things that happen around us inspire us.
Okay.
The books we read inspire us. The things we watch on TV inspire us. Sometimes it even comes like a dream sometimes. when you sleep, you're waking up early in the morning, something just drops. Sometimes when you're having your bath, something just drops.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Which one is the weirdest one? What were you doing and then something just dropped in your mind? The weirdest for you?
I think I was bathing then, and then
it seems like something in the bathroom that brings inspiration. A lot of people say.
I was researching into that some time ago.
Okay.
And then I wasn't too sure of what my conclusion was, but I think it has to do with water.
Really?
This is what I'm saying. The abstract things. The ordinary mind might not be able to comprehend it. But I want to believe that it has to do with water. If you are observant, if you have ever been close to where waters are, large masses of water, maybe
the beach,
seaside, even when you are not bathing, there's this calmness, this coolness, and I think that's why I believe that there's a spirit that drops something in you, and then whatever is around that makes the spirit very, very pronounced, very strong at that time. The presence of the spirit, that's the spirit of God now. The Holy Spirit, the creative spirit. It teaches us many things that we don't know.
Sure.
Somehow, some way connects with your mind and starts dropping things. So it has to do with there's a link between water, and how inspirations come. This is not
But some people say maybe not water but nature generally. Some people go to interface with nature.
Nature too. Well,
I've heard artists that say that's how they get their inspiration.
You're still right, because water is part of nature. Anything natural, let's put it that way.
Okay.
So I agree with you on that. Yes, nature, anything natural.
Our time has really gone. But let me say, what should we expect from Prince Goke Bajowa in the nearest future, like before the end of this year?
Well, they say man proposes and then
God disposes.
But let me see what is on my mind, and I believe God will be able to. God will help me to achieve that. I'm thinking that we should be able to, as musicians, songs should always go beyond relaxation, enjoyment, dance,
entertainment.
It's good. Those are one of the reasons why God gave us music, so that our minds can be relaxed and stuff like that. But there is a higher level, where songs can be used to address issues, and people who are concerned can listen and have a change of mind. There's this emotion that songs carry. So we should be able to, there's a lot of troubles in this our country. I even doubt it whether this our fathers, whether they even listen to things like this, whether they have any conscience at all. Songs should be able to, at one point in the time, they should be able to at least listen to something and say, wow, am I really doing what is right? It should get there. If every musician around have one package or two like that, one way or the other,
then the society can
is a strong weapon we can use to change the society, over time, not at a time, but gradually.
The gradual process
can change.
Thank you very much, Mr. Of course, but we're not going to let you go until you play something. We need to hear the sound of that trumpet. That may just concretize my inspiration.
I'm gonna sit down.
Ìwọ kọ́ ló dá mi, ìwọ kọ́ ló bí mi, ó sì sọ̀rọ̀ bí Elédùmarè, á sọ̀rọ̀ máa yẹ o.
Wow.
Thank you so much. We've been speaking with Prince Goke Bajowa, and I'd love to have you sometime soon again. I would like to learn more about you and more and more, but our time is
just
time is
the
not
next
so
one you'll be interviewing.
I was not talking to you. We'll be back with more on Breakfast Weekend. Please stay with us.
Tomorrow holds for me many good things. I know I am not alone In this war zone, I will break through someday. Why do you mock me every day? Why do you scorn me all the time? Why do you threaten me and molest me? We will follow that me. Follow that me. Follow me. Follow me. Why do you scorn me? Why do you scorn me? Why do you mock me? I'm a champion, time will tell. I'm a warrior in a strange land. I will hold on, God's on my side. Irubela Sonshalajẹ, Irú Ọlọ́run ni yóò ṣe o. Ayé ń retí ẹlẹ́yà o, níbo lẹ fi t'Olúwa sí o. Òjò lóṣù dẹ́dẹ́dẹ́, àwọn ọmọ mi tó máa rọ̀ sí o. Why do you scorn me every day? Why do you mock me all the time? Why do you threaten me and molest me? He will follow that me. Follow that me. Of David and Goliath, the little boy and the mighty man. Oh, what a story, what a glory, what a victory. He will follow me.